Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2021. We're here again with a round number 2 game. We've got Marakar up in the top of Arctic Lagoon with the Cyan China Infantry. Down in the south, we've got him against Facey with the orange GLA Stealth. So I'm just going to open actually on the other screen so I can remind myself who actually they beat in the first round. Who did they actually beat? That's a good question. I'm desperately trying to look. Yeah, Facey beat Anti-Pro and Marakar beat Call Me Sam, or Mr. Call Me Sam. Mr. Call Me Sam, he was placing, I think he was the one placing all them beacons, wasn't he? I think he was the one placing all them beacons and doing crazy stuff like beacons on dozers and stuff. So yeah, infantry versus stealth. This is a very decent matchup to kick things off here. Very, very balanced. And I'm expecting some really strong games here, actually. I'm expecting a... yeah, as I always say, I am genuinely expecting some fireworks here today because I highly rate Marakar. I'm picking him to win. Am I kind of rooting for him? I know I should kind of stay neutral. I definitely should stay neutral, but I really think from playing him a few times, he's quite creative. He comes up with, I wouldn't say like brand new build orders, but he's quite creative. He won't just like copy a pro player. When you get that little bit of spark of creativity, like you can get a lot of players that just copy things and can kind of do well, but Marakar to me shows this little bit of creativity, and I like that. Not just, he understands the game enough to do his own stuff, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm expecting some, I'm not expecting to win the whole tournament, but I am expecting some, at least some decent games from him. So we've got this bunker placed down, nice aggressive tunnel here from Facey. 2 tunnels in Facey's base, just in case of a outpost push or whatever on the base. But this area here is going to get cleared. Tunnel and the outpost is the key to killing that tunnel. But a TNT comes in through over here and hits the first dozer there of Marakar. Technical here now is just going to harass these trucks. Trucks going to be moved out of the way. I would probably like to see some kind of boxing on the trucks, protecting the trucks. I think that's really important as the infantry. But yeah, technical goes down either way. Hasn't actually killed any trucks. He did damage that one and delayed the mining, but that's it. Continuation of quads here from Facey. Now popping his units over here, but there is a lot to deal with. So I think probably for Facey to keep fighting here is probably not the answer. Maybe just to keep Marakar busy, definitely. But I would use that time then to maybe come down the right-hand side with some more tunnels and get another flank. But yeah, keep fighting this. I mean, if Marakar handles this correctly, you should just send a flamer in and then the outpost to back it up. You shouldn't send the flamer in by itself. You want to go together. So yeah, Marakar is struggling a little bit handling this, actually. First outpost there gets picked open. Minigun goes down. That's annoying because it's an expensive unit, 350 for 1 infantry unit. So yeah, it takes a while to build as well. This building here has gone down. There is a tank hunter over here. It's going to spot this worker. I think it will be able to take that down before the worker builds it. Yeah, Marakar is really struggling with how to handle this. He almost had that tunnel down before, but then he pulled all of his units for some reason. He's losing an outpost. Ooh, almost lost an outpost to this garrison. That worker C is going to go down. The tank hunter eventually will take it down. It gets stopped on 84%, which is a bit annoying there for Facey. Facey behind this is using that time to get the oil, which is really decent. I'm just missing some tunnels elsewhere from Facey. Like that one, okay, he tried and it got failed. But where's the rest? Yeah, where is the rest? Because he's been cleared of that now. He's not able to carry out any more aggression. Marakar done a nice little fancy box here with his dozer, trying to get his CC up. I think it's I want to say a 50-50 game so far, but I think Facey actually might be slightly ahead just because of the map control and stuff, maybe. Whereas Marakar has been kept mostly in his base, even though he didn't handle that the best. Now pushing down the middle with 2 outposts, ECM. This tunnel here will get cancelled. There's a mistake there from Facey, lost $800. But he has now established this tunnel over here on the right-hand side, and he's going to keep Marakar in his base even longer. I wonder how many units are inside that. Only 1 by the looks of things. But Facey does not want to overstay his welcome here, otherwise his outpost will be able to come in and pick them off. And we've already seen at least like 3 quads. That'll be the 4th. Those are some big losses. He's lost like half of his army there just from a quad push that achieved nothing. So that's a nice clear up there from Marakar. You can see he's way ahead in terms of the XP now. More than double. Facey's also getting the oil over here, but Marakar not denying that. He has a Lotus out though, so he will recap it. But he will need to kill that rebel to stop it recapping the recap. Yeah, are we going to see subliminal messaging? No subliminal messaging just yet. He has had time to get it because he's got the Lotus out and he's got the cash. Tunnel there goes down, gets cleared. Worker straight down the middle of the map. Just trying to build a size tunnel. Big size tunnel. We've got some terrorists here from the barracks. Going to be used to pop open this outpost. And probably will get it unless there is a minigunner. Oh man, you've got to have some minigunners. Yeah, this push is so strong with minigunners. But without minigunners, I mean, you just get forced back by 1 or 2 terrorists. And now luckily for him, the terrorists haven't detonated. The outposts remain, but this oil over here on the left hand side is going to go down from Facey. Okay, 2 war factory spam for Facey. He's getting his palace. He's got 1 oil, did have 2, but that one's now been killed. Lotus did have it for a while, but here's the terrorists, and yeah, it's causing Marakar all kinds of problems. He doesn't know how to deal with a simple terrorist, and the answer is minigunners. Where are the minigunners? You can't be the cheap guy and just not make some minigunners. You just need a couple of minigunners. Like, simple. He's got a few minigunners over here, maybe a little bit too defensive with the bunkers. He does need to push out and grab some map control. Facey wants to do another push over here on the right hand side, but he's just really buying himself time to get this palace up. Jarman buggies, maybe a scud launcher. Hop open these outposts, let Jarman angry mobs wreak havoc. I mean, as soon as GLA's on palace, he's got all kinds of options against these outposts. And yeah, Marakar is really struggling actually, because like every time he pushes out, he's just getting forced back by the simplest of things. Just a simple garrison there has popped open 1 outpost. Still no subliminal messaging here. Some pretty full bunkers. I think that's got 2 in it, and that might have 3 or 4 tank hunters. This bunker over here definitely gonna fall, but Marakar is moving in. Remember, he's ahead in terms of XP. If he clears up this, he probably will get level 3 actually. Definitely chasing down these quads is the minimum that you want to achieve from this. Killing at least probably half of them. It looks like he's gonna get all of them again, or nearly all of them. But from the back, though, Marakar is actually losing his propaganda. It looks like that propaganda will get cleared. He's finally got a subliminal messaging now. A bit late, but at least he's got it. Tunnel there gets cleared, and Marakar is very close to level 3. Decides to sell his prop. I think it's a bit late. Technical actually gets the last hit, and he gets the Vet 3. Problem is, you've sold it, you've lost the mines, and you've let him kill it anyway, so he's got the Vet 3. That is the problem there. RPGs here are probably going to go down, even though there's no minigunners in these outposts, or maybe there's very few. Outposts are so strong anyway, they're going to take down the RPGs. Push down the middle now, tech and a load of quads. Technical does get some scrap. I think it's a level 3 scrap now. It's super tech. And outpost here goes down as well. Got Lotus disabling some stuff, and we've got an angry mob pushing down the right hand side. These quads once again are going to get cleared, and Marakar now is level 3. Has lost all of his trucks though, and he's losing all of his trucks over here as well. This tactical harassment here from Facey is very, very decent indeed. Yeah, it all comes back to the boxing of these trucks, the protection of them trucks in the beginning. Maybe you should have done a barracks there. Maybe that bunker should have properly covered all that entrance. Ooh. Yeah, and it comes down to minigunners not being inside of these outposts. So yeah, a few downfalls here for Marakar. I think Facey is playing better so far. But Facey's still under some pressure. I haven't seen carpet and artillery yet, have I? Don't tell me he's just sitting on it. I think he probably is. Oh, it actually hit over here. I completely missed that. It's actually hit the oil and partially the supply there. So Facey is getting pushed back, actually. He is getting pushed back. Some tunnels there do get cleared. And he's expanding here to a fast third supply, but he's not remade the trucks there. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, not remaking the trucks there, but dropping down the supply, it doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, that is going to be a beast terrorist, and pops open pretty much all the outposts. There's only 2 remaining now. Yeah, these terrorists are really causing problems. You see how many minigunners there? It's 0. And that is why these terrorists are simply just able to wreck everything if you're not going to have any minigunners. But once again, look, this gigantic army against one $200 unit, and it's been completely forced back. It just makes no sense. Oh man, this is buying Facey all the time in the world. Facey's now long distance collecting off this crate. He's got 4 or 5 workers collecting there. Does he have workers' shoes? Nope, don't have workers' shoes. Buggy's pushing on this left-hand side, but there is a bunker there. Facey's still collecting from the middle, but only with 3 workers. Is that a mine drop? Yeah, mine drop straight down the middle. He's collecting fully here now. He's got the reinforcement pad, or sorry, artillery pad. He's got a bunker here. Buggy's pushed once again on the left, and this micro here, a little bit questionable from Facey. Just keeps sending them directly into bunkers. Nice little free wins there, free gifted units there for Marakar, giving his XP even more of a boost because he's on 3,300 as it is. Another bunker going up on the right hand side. There is a Lotus in the base that has been found. Okay, ECM push with some outposts in the middle. This tower here is going to fall. There's a Jarman out that snipes the outpost, and the outpost is going to be forced back. It's an interesting game. I'm still not sure who's going to win this one. But, I mean, just look at this. Oh, man, I don't know. Maybe the pressure's on him or something. He's just missing his trucks. After I bigged him up at the start in my own head, we don't have any trucks on this for a few minutes now. That's bad. I think just based on that, probably Facey's going to win because Marakar's going to run out of cash. Dozer gets picked off. Bunker here going to get picked off. How much XP did you get for the bunker? It wasn't much. Was it like 50? I wasn't actually watching. Ooh. So you know there's a bunker there. You know bunker comes with 3 mines, and you just walk 7 quads onto the mines. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Yeah, I mean, with things like that, you don't know who's going to win. Anything can happen at any point. Okay, he's now on the buggy ammo upgrade. Okay, so a little skirmish over here on the right side of the few. Oh, now he's got the minigunners. Got a few RPGs. Jarman has gone down. Buggy's from range, trying to pick open these outposts. Got an angry mob chasing after him, so this is going to be forced back now. Now, an angry mob is a real problem. Even if you have minigunners, there's still kind of a problem. Yeah, this is the competition he should have had before with the minigunners. It would have been a lot more successful for him this game. He had that, but these angry mob are still getting very close. He does have the AK-47s. And Marakar with this other army here is pushing straight through in the middle. And Facey trying to defend this. He's got quads. He's got buggies. He's got artillery. Going to burn his main base. Artillery hits the battle burst down the tunnel. Carpet comes in, going to kill one more quad. And I think this might be Facey dead, actually. It's a massive push here from Marakar. And Facey's in a lot of trouble. Just look at that XP difference. Absolutely crazy. Another mine drop, or... yeah, mine drop can't be EMP yet. It's not on 5-star just yet. But Facey has been completely obliterated in his main base. Facey's been defeated. Another terrorist there, killing another outpost. So yeah, GG, well played. Marakar does get the win after a bit of a shaky game, to be honest. I really think, you know, if he fixed those, like, kind of 3 things that I mentioned, like in the beginning, dealing with that tunnel. He had the tunnel killed on the left side, but he decided to bail with his 2 outposts, and then he sent in his flamer by itself, which died, and then tried to engage with the outposts by themselves, which eventually, okay, it overran the tunnel, but he could have killed it, like, ages ago. So that was point number 1. Point number 2 was putting minigunners inside your outposts. And point number 3, I actually forgot what it was, but whatever whatever I mentioned in the video, if he fixed literally those 3 things, whatever the third one was, that's gonna annoy me now. Then yeah, that would have been a complete stomping on Facey, because Facey just kept running things into bunkers. He stepped on loads of mines. He gave loads of free gifted units. He sent buggies into bunkers and stuff like that. So that could have been a very convincing. Oh yeah, the thing was boxing his trucks, just simply boxing his trucks and remaking his trucks on that second supply, which is a mistake. But in their defense, it is the World Series. You're on round number 2 now. Things are heating up. It's quite evenly matched players compared to like round 1. There's going to be a lot more closer matches and stuff like that, a lot harder opponents. So in their defense, yeah, things like that can slip. So yeah, on to the next. Okay, jumping into the next game. We have Facey up in the north with the China infantry in the orange. And down in the south, we have Marakar with the Gile stealth in the cyan color. So will Marakar be able to convert this one as well? I think stealth definitely has a chance. As you saw in the previous game, it looked like anyone had a chance up until the closing moments, where Marakar simply moved across the map and crushed Big Facey. Yeah, let me know in the comments, what army do you prefer here, stealth or inf? I think it's highly considered to be pretty balanced, I think. So we've got a pretty normal build coming out of Marakar here. We've got a terrorist in the center, a little bit of a slow truck rush from Facey on the left hand side. He's just looking for a worker in this little town. But the problem is, he's actually built another truck back here already. So if he puts that back now, he's going to have 3 trucks. I suppose it doesn't look like the most perfect supply placement in the world. So maybe you could get 3 trucks collecting there. It's just a bit of a waste. You ideally want to go in and suicide it, because it's not really of much benefit for you sending it back. Yeah, you ideally want to go in and suicide it, kill at least a couple of workers, delay a tunnel, something like that. But yeah, the fact that it's had to just go back here, I think he is collecting from here, yeah, so I don't know if that's messing them up or not, but these supplies in Arctic Lagoon on this raised bit of terrain tend to mess up anyway, so I don't know what's going on there. TNT comes through for Marakar, and it is a TNT, and he screws that up because he ran into the dozer. But an RPG is probably going to finish it. Why is Facey not rushing over there to stop this RPG? Huge mistake there from Facey. I think he's distracted over here, actually. Yeah, he is. So yeah, it's pretty much a double attack there. And actually, Facey's gone for a double War Factory build order. War Factory over here as well as over here. And this RPG now still running around, rather than a bit of harassment. Maybe I was right about my Marakar. Maybe he is going to win here, because so far it's looking pretty convincing. He's already got a 1-0, and straight away now War Factory's gone down, one dozer went down. Just Facey's reaction seems a little bit slow, and this build order seems a little bit off as well. Like 2 War Factories against stealth. How often do you see the top level players doing that? Probably next to never. Is the honest truth. Yeah, the honest truth is they go War Factory Barracks and then they do a few bunkers to box in their trucks. That's what they're doing, not two War Factories, so it's a little bit weird. But yeah, 2 RPGs here going to take down this barracks. Ooh, yeah, quads switch positions to the RPGs, so yeah, that barracks will go down. You want to get the veterancy on the quads. I do like that rather than the RPGs. Because the quads are the things dishing out the most damage and your most mobile and aggressive unit. I mean, RPGs by themselves are no good, but if you have mass quads, they are very, very good. But Facey's going to chase this one down, and that one quad did go down in the end. More quads been made by Marakar, and he has a nice little line of tunnels here. There's not much going to be getting through that. Is it a little bit overkill, though? Should he be spreading them out a little bit more in this village? Probably yes. We've got a 3rd supply going up from Marakar over here on this right-hand side. And Hijacker is going to take a flamer. I mean, making a Hijacker against an infantry is generally unheard of because everything that Inf makes detects stealth, like the outpost and the assault troop crawlers. But a flamer has been captured and that War Factory has gone down, and he's lost his whole army over here. So yeah, Facey falling apart a little bit here in match number 2. It all started off very well for him, but it's like the end of the last match. And then pretty much all of the 5 minutes of this one so far, everything for Facey here is going bad. He's lost 2 War Factories. Pretty much every unit he's made has gone down. And now Marakar continuing the push here. Facey trying to defend with a half-dead outpost. And he's coming in here with a half-dead outpost as well. I don't understand why. Oh, it's empty anyway. It's just a scout. Yeah, Facey right now has no units out apart from this unit inside of this building. That is it. Facey dropping down another War Factory. Again, man, I just don't understand this double War Factory thing against stealth. You want more full outposts. Maybe like 1 flamer, something like that, and then into a faster prop. That's what you want. Yeah, Marakar's now expanding to another supply. Marakar's on 4 supplies now. You're seeing here glimpses of excellence here from Marakar, and this is what I've seen in the past. Yeah, definitely a dark horse, in my opinion. Outpost there gets popped open. This is why you want more full outposts, because an outpost with 3 tank hunters in there is going to get wrecked by these mass quads. Even just 5 or 6 squads there, they're just ripping through them. But if you had more full outposts like we saw in the reverse, then they just wreck the quads. It's a no-brainer. It's just standard stealth versus inf. You don't make 2 War Factories. Just don't understand it. So yeah, I know I'm moaning a lot during these replays, don't I? Anyway, 2-0 for Marakar. Nice try there from Facey. It was of a decent-ish level, but Marakar just solid both games, but even more solid in that as that stealth there. Maybe GLA is his army, yeah. So very well played. 2-0 so far. Okay, next match we're on Snowy Drought. Down in the south, we've got Marakar with the GLA Tox. With the Sign Killer. Up in the north, we've got Facey with the Orange USA Vanilla. So again, a pretty balanced matchup. It shows here they've taken their armies, USA and Tox, which means they've jumped in once, it was random, and then they have rematched, having had a few minutes to think about it. So they've got a few minutes to think about that strat. It is a bit of a difference that not all the matches have. You would argue maybe every single game should be the same, so it's all fair and all treated the same, because some players will just be jumping in with random versus random and they'll just like create a build order on the spot. Maybe both players will agree with it, but it is a difference. Okay, we've got Facey not boxing his dozer. He is dropping 1. I'll leave him with just 1 at home if he does lose this one. Drop is going to come through on this left-hand side supply. Both workers pulled immediately there from Marakar. Maybe that one's a bit premature, because that one could have carried on making the tunnel, just to get a few more % on it at least before being pulled. If he loses that one, it's a very bad start. The terrorist here is going to chase this away. Want to be careful you don't suicide it on the worker. Terrorist now just parked up for the time being, and the dozer are going to continue the rampage. What you could have actually done with that dozer is actually suicided it on the terrorist when it was next to the worker, and then the worker, the terrorist, and the dozer will all go down, and that would be still a massive win for you because you've delayed this supply so much. Because what's going to happen now is probably that dozer will go down without achieving anything, when what you would have wanted is delay that supply completely. First V is out. Actually, there's an ambulance out first, and a few missile defenders out. This technical is going to pop a terrorist. Very, very nice indeed. And this ambulance here from Facey is going to crush a load of workers. This is some nice aggression, keeping the Tox busy and keeping his economy down. Ooh, one more worker goes down. I mean, if we're picking holes, you could have put that worker inside of the technical to save it. You could have also moved that terrorist away so all that stuff didn't die. But ultimately, Facey's keeping him under pressure, so sometimes mistakes can be made. Another barracks here, dropped down by Facey. I think you need more units rather than another barracks, but making another supply. Sorry, he's stealing supplies here from Marakar, but he's going to take some damage, you would imagine, from these RPGs in a sec. Especially if he keeps collecting, eventually that Chinook will go down. You do want to save it. So yeah, the thing about dropping down that second barracks is, yeah, it's all well and good having a second barracks, but unless you're producing from them both continuously, it doesn't make sense in my eyes to make a second barracks. Like you see, that one there produced one and then it stopped. So it's not worth the extra $600. You might as well get an extra V out, which only costs you $700, so you'd prefer an extra V. Because that barracks now is doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? Just an extra load of wasted money. A Tech RPG is going to probably hunt the only dozer here of Facey, but Facey's not seemingly interested right now. He's going across the map and now turning around. So Facey is hunted and only on one supply. I suppose the benefit of having two barracks is if one gets killed, you've got another one maybe. Okay, one technical gets picked off, and this barracks, again, just one RPG in the base. Marakar is managing to pick off buildings. Remember before when he was like the GLA against infantry, the stealth against inf, he did the same. Wolfetcher's taking a little bit of damage. Marakar now has a decision to make. Does he want to sit back and defend against this and win the game like that, or does he want to go for the base trade? I think going for the base trade wouldn't be a bad idea, but also defending against this wouldn't be a bad idea. They're both decent options. It depends how your micro is against this Vs. Can you even win this engagement against the Vs? Or is it a safer option to go for the base trade? Because now taking a bad fight, you've already lost two technicals there. 1V here is almost going to go down, but it does survive. And this tunnel here is going to go down. So Facey's not in too bad of a position. He's reinforcing this with two more Vs. So yeah, based on that bad fight, you would have said Marakar might have been better actually going for the base trade. It all depends on how comfortable you are taking that fight and how full these Vs are. But yeah, if you'd gone for the base trade, these Vs for Facey would have at some point been forced back to the base. That looks like a TNT, but sadly for Marakar, not going to achieve anything. This is looking like a win for Facey because now this main base has been closed down. What is Marakar's answer? He's dropping down the supply over here on this right. Supply layer goes down, technicals coming in, but we get laser locked and one of them goes down. Another V brought in for reinforcements. Facey's got a load of Chinooks. I don't know why they were all over there. Just chilling. Arms dealer goes down and gets sold. Yeah, fighting this is a bad idea now. You've only got two technicals. That's a bad idea. You better now going for the base trade. Go kill the last buildings as your better chance. Because you might be able to get a double TNT somewhere. How many terrorists do you need? 3, 6, 2, 2. So you need 10 terrorists to kill all of them buildings. At the most. Yeah, Facey continues his push. And yeah, Marakar, for once, is looking a little bit vulnerable here. He is going to suffer a defeat here. I don't think he can win now because he has absolutely nothing. Facey's going to gift another unit, sends a V into the tunnel. The supply here is going to go down. Arms dealer been built over here. Skid up to get the oil, but he has no capture upgrade just yet. Tunnel there is going to go down. Marakar's going to continue the fight. Yeah, at this point still. I mean, it's probably lost whatever you do, but at this point, the best chance... What's the best chance? Best chance is probably mass tunnels to get a load of RPGs out, defend against this, and then go for some tech terrors. I think sending tech RPG there is a... I just don't think he knows fully what to do at that point, but yeah, it's probably lost anyway. Yeah, GG, well played to Facey. Gets his first win on the board. 2-1 is the score. Jumping into the reverse, we've got Facey down in the south with the DoMiNaToR in the orange. Up in the north, we've got USA Vanilla for Marakar in the cyan color. Yeah, will the USA win both times here? I think Tox... Is it considered the stronger army here by a slight margin? I mean, I think it is. I used to always think it is, but I've seen USA Vanilla win a hell of a lot against Tox recently, including my games against Reznov. The USA won both times, especially when the map's kind of open and you can close down that war factory. I think it all depends on how aggressive the Tox is in the beginning. You want to keep USA busy at all times, so he's not able to push out and do that inevitable base push that they are often so doing. So yeah, first dozer is going to be dropped. No box once again here from Marakar, just like Facey in the previous game. Those are going to be dropped off in the main base, but you imagine there's going to be a terrorist there, so is that really going to achieve anything? Terrorist is here. Might still get in and kill some workers, to be fair. That terrorist... Oh, baby. He's force-fired the ground and killed the terrorist. And the dozer's killing a load of workers here. This is really looking good. That terrorist is bugged out. Yeah, Facey... Oh, baby. He's killed the dozer. But he's slow building workers there. And he's only got $50 to his name. So straight away, Facey is dramatically slowed there. He does have a tunnel here. Does have a tunnel here. So, okay, his map presence, his flanks is going to be good. Tech RPG is the first unit. I think if you get some RPGs there with attack, it's actually really hard to clear. Yeah, and he is going there. What you can actually do is one-shot this building to provide you bigger space. You can actually hit these a lot easier. But actually, he's coming in. He is coming in, and he's going for the dozer hunt to repay the favor. Tech RPG is... the unit of choice, but this dozer does escape. You know, one thing that we used to see back in the day many years ago was a triangle box. You would have a supply, a war factory, and a barracks doing a triangle box. Now, of like the new school players, shall we say, you very rarely see the triangle box anymore. I think it's because you're probably scared of too many buildings going down if it force fires the ground. But against the Tox, I don't think you'll get something like that. Because if he force fires the ground in one spot, generally it screws up and he loses all the terrorists for nothing. TNT here on the firebase. Let's kill the firebase, but I mean, you're happy to lose the firebase, really. Technical cost 500. 2 terrorists cost 400. It's a $900 investment, and you've killed the firebase, which costs 1,000. It's quite an even trade-off, to be honest. It's not like when you hit a 2K building, like one of these. So the big push from Marakar. Going to lose 1V though. Could have moved that back. Tech on the left-hand side with a worker. Tech RPG, actually. And is Marakar going to fight it? I think he should fight it with what he's got and actually just continue the push on the main base. Then he'll have more success doing that. And that is exactly what he's doing. So technical defense here from Facey. One V gonna fall here. Technical's coming in from the other angle this time. Losing Chinooks here. Yeah, Facey looking pretty strong here, actually. Yeah, one Chinook has fallen. These are now going to clear this, but there's now a big tech push on this left side as well. So you would imagine these technicals might actually catch up with these Vs, but they might run into the main army if they chase too far. Ooh, he thinks about it, but now he's going back. I suppose you've done your damage there, really, because you picked off that one Chinook. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one's there. Barracks here going down. You've got to be careful, though, because you would say you want at least 4 fully loaded Vs to be fighting this. I think 3 half-loaded Vs is probably pushing it a little bit, because, yeah, that one's empty. I think he's in a bad situation here. He's going to need to at least reinforce it with this. If he tries to go past that, I think he might lose a load of Vs. But it seems the technicals are actually caught out of position. Marakar's not moving his stuff. Or did he block that then with the ambulance? It certainly looked like it. Okay, so one flank has been cleared. At least preserved most of his units. He is now collecting back on 4 Chinooks in total. And this is probably where it's going to get hard for Facey, because there is a lot of V's out this time. Maybe a few Hellfires, a few drones and stuff like that would be good. Yeah, so far no drones whatsoever here from Marakar. Dropping down another firebase in his base. Firebase and the base in this place. Third supply gets found. No cell. Gets a Vet 2V. I might come back to bite him later because his V army is already strong. Whoa! Is that a TNT? Doesn't hit anything, no. Wow, that was close. That could have been bad there. Could have been juicy for Matt Facey and bad for Marakar. Okay, a few missile defenders laser lock the technicals. I would have preferred to keep them in the Vs, but either way, they still take out a lot of technicals, so still count it okay. There's no need to send that V back because it's going to heal by itself anyway. Tow missile wouldn't actually be a bad idea here. Yeah, at the moment, the tow missile is non-existent. It's just pouring out the Vs. Maybe he's been watching too many Excal replays. But I think this main base here of Facey is going to go down, actually. Nice laser locks. All the technicals there do get cleared up. And this V army is going to reign supreme. It does need to be careful of that terrorist, but Facey throws in the towel. GG. Well played. Marakar extends his win here to 3-1. Jumping into game number 5, we have Marakar now up in the north with the GLA Demolition in the cyan color. Down in the south, we have Facey with the USA Laser in the orange. So yeah, Demo against Laser, another balanced matchup. Let's see who is going to take this game. We've got Facey going for what looks like a normal build order, going for 2 supplies, power plant. I don't think there's much else you can really do as the Laser. You can kind of try some no-ecos every now and again, but you probably will get shut down doing a no-eco against the GLA. So yeah, Marakar with a 3-1 lead. His confidence must be pretty high at the moment. He's doing well. Only needs 3 more for a victory, and Facey needs 5 more. He's making 2 terrorists. Going towards the side just in case there is a dozer drop. There is a dozer drop, but it's actually going over here to stop the worker on this right-hand side. Worker not being controlled, it does go down. You can micro it a little bit and try and get inside of one of these buildings. Can be a little bit of a problem. And just keep the dozer and keep the attention of Facey a little bit more occupied for a little bit longer, but the worker does go down. Tunnel being established in the main base. A arms dealer going up here. Tunnel established here. We've got a drone in the middle, so he will be able to see that there is a Terratech being prepared. Nice little box going on here. Actually on the left hand side looking for a worker. Another tunnel being established in the middle, and this is, I think, the TNT. It's going over to the right side, and Facey is going to be there with a firebase. So Firebase hits the technical. Oh, pretty sure, yeah, that's going to get popped open. This V just needs to chase this down now, but the V's going the wrong way. Oh, man, Facey, what are you doing? I think he's actually probably paying attention over here. One V does go down there. But yeah, that could have been stopped simply with that V. There was no need to prioritize saving the firebase, because the firebase is already on 100% HP anyway. But I think, to be fair, in his defense, he was distracted over here with this tech RPG that killed one of the V. So that's quite a decent start there for Marakar. He's also dropping down a demo trap here in the mid. With a combat drop there for Facey. I think he's seen this demo trap being built though. So yeah, he knows this is here, so he's going to shoot that. Technical here for Marakar. Don't know what that's quite got inside it. Nothing. Just purely a distraction maybe. But the middle is now going to get cleared out. This is where it becomes problematic for the GLA when he gets occupied inside of these buildings. But I think this technical is successfully delaying Facey here. So Facey should just be going across the map, closing down the arms that are in my view. But instead he's being kept busy on his side of the map, despite him having a clear route through the mid. Ooh, baby. Oh, wow. I just actually watched a highlights video literally half an hour ago or something from a guy called Jonessen or something like that. He has a channel with like 30 subscribers or something, but he puts up compilations of 0-hour highlights, and I literally just watched that like half an hour before this set, and that was a highlight from it. It's weird that I'm literally watching it straight after. Very, very strange. So we've got a combat Chinook here. Sorry, not combat Chinook, combat drop. But yeah, like, I don't know why Facey's not pushing out. That's what you generally do as the USA. You push out. Especially when you've cleared a route there. He's cleared both of these buildings. So yeah, the logical thing to do now is to push. But Marakar seems to be aware this is coming. He's got a few RPGs. Pops his technicals. And Facey is going back for now. Kills probably one technical, but the ambulance there has gone down. That should slow him down a bit, because now any damage he takes on these Vs, he actually can't repair them instantly with the while the ambulance is there. But Facey's continuing the push here. One goes down, and now the barracks is probably the next to fall. 3 Chinooks collecting over here, 2 over here. One of them should be collecting from the middle, but at least he's collecting fully on 2 supplies. Technical's now coming in, wanting to chase down these Vs. Might pick off 1 V. Yep, does. And Toxin Interactive from this right hand side. 1 more V is gonna fall, and this building has now been flushed open. Has he got any? Yeah, he has. He's got RPGs inside of there. And then if you actually saw what happened, then the RPG went inside, but then died afterwards. So, ooh, a lot of missile defenders going to be taken down there. Oh man, that's a painful loss. It's $1,500 worth there of missile defenders. We've got this oil captured over here. Flanking tunnel on this left-hand side. Basically moving out now, but now he doesn't really have the numbers advantage because there's quite a lot of techs out. 1 tech does get chased down though and killed. This building here is going to be occupied by this RPG. Probably. No, it gets gunned down actually, so the RPG just go down. So now Facey has control of these buildings. There's a supply being built here regardless though. Demo trap revealed. Is the palace going to be cancelled and get the money back, or is he just going to let it die? Tentacles do pop once more and pick off 1 more V. This V here is at danger going down as well. The tentacles are going to chase it and pick it off. That's another V gone down. 4 more Vs to reinforce this. In the middle here of Tournament Desert, we've got Strategy Center being built. Chinook being brought to the mid now, but now is the wrong time because Marakar now has hold of these garrisons. Oil being captured by Facey on this left-hand side. When the Search and Destroy is up, he's going to have a slightly easier time against the technicals. But there is a palace being built here. Supply gets finished. A couple of demo traps being built, but I think that's probably the wrong place. They're very close to his own buildings. It's unlikely the V's are going to step there at least anytime soon. Technical's now pushing on the right side and taking out the fire base the long way. Not going close, so the fire base can't shoot, but just choosing to brute force kill it anyway. Palace gets denied, and he used yellow demolition, and no demolitions upgrade was made. So that's an annoying loss there for Marakar. Technicals now come in, take out one V. Other V is going to run. No, not run actually. What are these technicals going to do now? They're going to go in and fight these MDs or not? Base is going down here for Marakar. Marakar a little bit indecisive though. For a moment he was attacking the CC, then he was actually attacking the strat, and now okay, one technical does remain. Okay, but he's still in a bad way though because he's losing all of his main base. Another palace being built here. Supply will go down. I think this one is Facey's game, to be honest, unless Facey steps on a demo trap, maybe. There's one here, maybe he could die that way. Technicals, more technicals have appeared here. I'm not even sure where all those technicals came from, but yeah, the strat is going down now. V here sent to his death. All these units are going down. There's no defense here from Facey. He's not making, what is he, laser? He could be making laser crusaders, laser tanks. Try and defend against this, but yeah, he's not multitasking whatsoever. Just everything in his base is dying. He is clearing the base of Marakar, but I have a strong feeling, you know, he's going to step on a demo trap. I haven't seen that in a highlights video, but just like, how else can Marakar win? How else can he win? Because it's this massive V army. Maybe getting this palace up and getting demo bikes. Both players have got an okay amount of money. This oil here has gone down. I mean, maybe these demo traps could come in handy, but it's just because you've got so many drones there, you would imagine he's probably not going to step on them. He's probably going to be clearing this bit by bit. I don't know, maybe he will walk on them, let's see. But he has revealed him. That one did get detonated anyway, but didn't kill anything. Technicals from the back. Has he got any units in here? No, he hasn't, because he's still going to have a real hard time killing these Vs. They're vetted. And there's quite a lot of units in them. Yeah, 3 of them are almost, well, 2 of them are full and 1 of them is almost full. Marakar's shooting a building. Okay. Yeah, that supply has gone down. Yeah, even if Marakar got onto the demo ambush, then he doesn't have an arms dealer to make demo bikes. So, like, how else are you possibly going to kill that? A10 comes in, triple A10, and that palace gets absolutely annihilated. Another barracks being built, but that's probably the wrong thing. Maybe a supply. Basically got 5.7k. He is making some crusaders now. He's got a CC. He's got his strat. One more tunnel falls, and it's just a clean-up operation, really. You just got to be a little bit careful because of these demo traps. This is a drop. It has a V in there, I think, because it's got Hellfire flying with it. It could be a laser tank as well, but I don't think it's going to be a laser tank. Okay, Facey now collecting on the mid. Jarman Kell now out. Search and destroy initiated. Get 20% extra range on the Vs. Should be a lot easier to deal with all this stuff. Marakar is really in survival mode. He only has like 4 techs and a Jarman to his name. Whereas Facey's collecting from the mid. He's still got this massive blob of Vs. He's got A10 on cooldown, which is triple A10. Yeah, I'm really struggling to see any way Marakar can win. He does have the demolitions upgrade, but I mean, no demo ambush. He's making a supply back here. The only way really is if Facey steps on 1 or 2 demo traps, and even then it's still going to be hard, because still look at the base of Facey. He's still producing units. He's floating 7k. Must be sure of the win if he's floating 7k. Technicals could detonate, technically. Could press I when you're in the army. If you're going to be a little bit hesitant like that, I mean, 1 ambulance for half your army is 2 technicals, then yeah, you're going to lose. So yeah, Marakar has been defeated. Facey gets himself another win. 3-2 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next game, we have Laser now for Marakar down in the south for the cyan color. And then up in the north, we have GLA Demolition in the orange for Facey. So yeah, started off very well for Marakar, but now Facey on the knees now 1 more to equalize at 3-3, and then we would be halfway through the set. But can Marakar convert this one to a win and take a comfortable 4-2 lead? Okay, so tunnel, it's been beaconed. No need to do that because... Oh yeah, okay, there is a need to do it. He knows there's a tunnel there. He could be building a demo trap. Okay, that's why he's beaking it, because he can't see the tunnel. He can only see the worker producing something. So yeah, he has beaconed it in case it was a demo trap. I mean, 99% of the time that's going to be a tunnel there. So you don't generally build a demo trap there straight away. This worker here for Facey is going to be denied from making the tunnel. Got a fake war factory back here. Facey thinking about another demo trap. I don't know if pushing with this worker right now is a good idea. Those are going to get it, surely. This worker. Nice micro there from Facey. Marakar is struggling. I don't know if it was the proest of micro. I think an expert level player would have been able to crush that. But yeah, Marakar struggled a little bit killing that worker. But yeah, you could say it was pro. Demo trap goes up here just in case of a V or an ambulance or whatever. Technical here from Facey is gonna be denied, and it is a TNT. First TNT not achieved anything. It's not a good sign. We've got War Factory Barracks. No box going on for Marakar down in the south. He's building a fire base over here on this right hand side. Natural thing would be for the GLA player to send something over here to stop this, whether it be a tech RPG or tech terror. You want to stop that flank ideally. But yeah, it's a bit more risky building it out front like that. Building it back here, it can be reinforced by the V's a lot easier. It can be built faster as well, and it's out of vision from that worker. Technical gains some scrap, but there are V's here now to take it down. I think there's only 2 RPGs inside of it. Yeah, so that goes down. And that worker there is getting combat dropped by a ranger. Poor worker. It's getting flushed out. So yeah, the worker just dies basically for free. It's the benefit of the combat drop. I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So if you've got 1 ranger and there's like 2 workers in there, you'll flush them out, but your ranger will die too. But if it's a 1-to-1 ratio, then the ranger will just win. I think that's the ratio anyway. V on this left hand side does get picked off. Nice scrap deny there from Marakar. A big army here from Marakar, but the thing for Facey is, which is a common thing on TD, you need to bunker off the mid better to stop these Vs pushing out. So yeah, these buildings need to be occupied with like 2 or more RPGs. But yeah, for him, it's left hand side, no garrisons, and this right hand side, there was only 1, but this building has now gone down. Facey wants to think about a pop here, but yeah. Probably the answer is not to pop. He comes in with a technical with some terrorists inside. That does get denied, and the tunnel there has gone down. That's probably GG, because as we've seen many times before, if USA starts closing down this area now, that becomes very, very hard. He's trying to drop down another tunnel, but it's way, way too late. There is a drone here, so you can see everything that's going on. Barracks here is going to get killed. Firebase drop down. We've seen this a few times in Marakar, but no boxing going on. I think that might the no box thing might struggle against the expert level players when he goes into the later rounds, if he does progress here today. Okay, nice defense on these Vs so far, and also nice aggression with these Vs so far. Nice laser lock once again. Another technical is going to fall. Facey struggling. You don't want to be hesitant in general in Zero, but never mind with these attacks. If you are hesitant, you'll lose technical by technical by technical. You want to make a big army and then go in. Don't want to keep going in and out, just losing one technical here, one technical there. Otherwise, you will just slowly bleed out your army. So yeah, 4-2 is the score for Marakar, extending his lead. Okay, next game. We are on game number 7. Facey down in the south with the orange GLA Vanilla. Up in the north, we've got Marakar with the cyan GLA Tox. So yeah, GLA Mirror. Maybe this is what Facey wants, so that he can come back here to kind of balanced matchups lined up. Although you would prefer the Tox, slightly stronger because of the stronger tunnels. You can flush out these buildings. You've got the rebels, the strong rebels. They can also clear out buildings, and you got better RPGs as well with better accuracy. So yeah, Facey opts in for a 3 supply build order, but the problem is here, he's not tunneled all of his supplies. So actually, he's actually not tunneled any of them. Okay, this is really weird. He's gone for 3 supplies and going for a TNT. So this was simply one technical here from Marakar. Could easily just come across the map, go through there, kill his workers, go in there, kill all his workers, and go in there and kill all his workers. And there's going to be no tunnels to defend. But now Facey is dropping down the tunnels. So he's prioritizing the TNT and making the tunnels delayed. So technical on this left hand side. Hesitation again. It's going to cost you games, man. Trust me on that. It's going to cost you games. That slowed it dramatically. But regardless, he actually might get in here and he might get the double. Oh man, that's painful for Marakar. Oh baby, that is... what the hell? What the hell? Oh man, that is painful for Facey. That is painful indeed. Scrap the Knight comes in there. Nichols running around, tech RPG's going to keep killing his barracks. So I think what happened there is when you force fire the ground like that, you have to zoom in, you have to control fire, keep clicking and keep clicking and keep clicking and keep moving your mouse a little bit until they all detonate. It's inexperience there. He's basically just clicked and then left it or something, and they've all just like scattered around. When you go for that, you need to pay 100% of focus. You need to zoom in, make sure it hits right. That could have been game over right there. If you hit both of them 2 buildings, probably would be GG. Probably looking at 4-3 instant. But the fact that that failed, oh man, probably means 5-2. Probably means 5-2. Tech RPG going to be hitting this barracks. Barracks does fall. Marakar is on 2 oils and 2 supplies. Needs to repair his supply back there just in case another TNT comes in. But Facey now going for a extra supply over here. So Facey's actually on 4 supplies. Only 4 workers though. Only 4 workers inside the box there. The other 2 are long distance collecting around the sides. 5 workers there, which is pretty decent. But his front tunnel here is in danger. RPGs do pop out, but then they've realized so many rebels are here that that tunnel is now going to go down. Behind this, Marakar is expanding to his own 3rd supply. Okay, forward tunnel being established here by Facey in the top left. Facey pops 1 Scorpion against all these RPGs. Probably a bad idea. But Marakar is forced back for now. Facey has enough to defend. Marakar's actually the one floating here, and he's actually not got enough workers here on this extra supply that he's got. I think someone said on this map there's loads of money. These crates, is it 5.5k? 5.5k. See, that's almost double normal, because normal is 3.75k. Like here, 3.75, you see that? Okay, another push here from Marakar. A lot of RPGs, but they are close to this tunnel. A lot of Scorpions popped 1 by 1 here from Facey. All just sent to their death. Facey is doing a good job of spending all of his money here. Yeah, Marakar with a 2 oil lead, but Facey has an extra supply lead. Nothing happening there. The push continuing here from Marakar. Got sneaky worker pushing there. And yeah, Facey definitely losing control here. Marakar got a really decent presence here in the mid. Another tank there falls for Facey. Again, Facey seems to be like trickling units. He like sends 1 Scorpion, sends another Scorpion, sends 2 Scorpions, sends 1 Scorpion, sends 2 RPGs. That's what he continually seems to be doing. Like in the GLA versus USA game we just saw as well. He was doing that with the technicals into the V's, sending 1 technical. Oh no, I'm going to go back, lose 1 more technical. That's what he seems to be doing. When actually what you should be doing is amassing 6 or 7 Scorps and then going in and clearing this up. Better to remain, I always say, cool, calm, collected. Yes, you're under pressure here, but it's better to engage later with a smarter decision, lose a bit of land, engage with a smarter decision later, rather than just rush in and just lose loads of units. That's my opinion from my years and years of playing. So yeah, that whole supply area now has been cleared, so that puts Facey and Marakar on the same amount of supplies. However, there is 30k. That's almost mined out, and Marakar's on extra oil. So Marakar's economy is ahead, and he's got the better army because he's got the Tox. So yeah, tunnel is going to fall here. This tunnel has not been used to do anything. He's got flanks going Facey, but he's not doing anything with them. He's not even sending a technical in just to kill the workers or delay or distract or anything like that. Probably another tunnel going to fall here. And the supply is going to fall. Facey is going for a counter-attack. I always say, if you cannot take a fight somewhere, take a fight somewhere else. So if you can't go for a fight here, if you're going to lose land, then go for the fight somewhere else. And in this case, he's done a really good decision. He's going for the main base here of Marakar. Should this have been sooner, though? Probably, yes. Yeah, Facey continuing the push here with the Scorpions. He's got a battle bus here to back this up as well. Marakar trying to scramble some kind of defense with a few Scorpions. He's actually blocked his Scorpions there with 1 RPG. It's like some kind of protest. Not going back inside the tunnel. But Marakar is losing a huge chunk of his base. 2 supplies have gone down, and Facey's actually expanded here super, super fast. 1 more tunnel there gets cancelled, or refunded or cancelled down. And all these Scorpions now coming in for Marakar. 1 of them does get picked off, though, rather fast by this battle bus. But Facey is kind of trapping himself between the palace and the Scorpions. What a waste of a battle bus. Now the Scorpions will fight it out. I mean, Marakar has the advantage. He's got the stronger Scorpions. They fire the toxin shells and they kill infantry as well. But Facey there seems to have the numbers advantage. Okay, we've got Jarman versus Jarman. Vet 2 for Facey. Is he going to kill this Jarman here of Marakar? He seems to be not paying attention at the moment. Ooh, that was close, man. He could have killed the splash, killed the supply stash with the splash damage. Facey now with these expansions. It's also building a fake market. Do we see any player have a CC and getting the bounty money? I'm not sure, you know. Definitely think you should be building a CC and getting the bounty money. I've got one player on level 4, one player on level 3. We'll see now when he kills this tunnel. Nope. He's not selected the bounty and built a CC and cancelled it. So yeah, a bit of a mistake there from Marakar. Actually, not a bit of a mistake. It's quite a big mistake. It's quite a big mistake not to be getting that bounty money. It can amount to a lot of cash. He does have a lot of scorpions though, and Facey now has some buggies in the mix. Marakar's got his own buggies. They are slightly more expensive for GLA Tox rather than the GLA Vanilla. But all of Facey's ground army is getting cleared up here. All that remains is 2 buggies. One of them gets picked off, and the other one probably going to get picked off here as well. Or escape, maybe? Yeah, only just escapes. So yeah, a bit of a weird picture on this map because we've got Facey with these 2 supplies. Got Marakar with this one. And these 2 oils and this left one. It's a bit of a split map, really, isn't it? Facey's kind of got 2 bases. He's kind of cut off in this top right position. He's trying to take out the oils here. Definitely a good decision. Marakar on a decent amount of cash. He was on 5k, spent a little bit, got to 3k. One buggy there of Marakar goes down. Toxin Tractor goes down. And a Scorpion there goes down. There's a Jarman back out there. So his battle bus has to probably run. Drops off some RPGs. Jarman Kel kills them all and snipes the battle bus. Very, very nice indeed. Battle bus goes down. Completely by the looks of things. Jarman gets sniped by the other vet to Jarman. And Marakar really is trying to push Facey back here. Does not want him on this land for too long. And yeah, needs to repair that oil. Facey's on 2 markets. He's mined out over here. Whereas somehow Marakar is still collecting over here. Maybe he just had less workers or something. A few idle workers here could all be used to be collecting. Quite a lot of buggies out now from Marakar. Quite a lot of buggies indeed. I think that might be the furthest supply I've seen from a stash in a 1v1 pro game. Or in the World Series. Actually, in a replay that I've ever casted. That is a far away supply, isn't it? Oh, man. Facey is getting pushed back all over the place. Marakar is... this is what I like among the top players. You see it especially, and we're seeing it here too. Is when they're clearing a supply, then they're building a supply instantly to try and reap the reward from it. To try and keep the momentum going with their army and stuff. So yeah, I really like that. It looks like both players are getting the bounty money now, I think. I think Facey's getting it. At least Marakar is getting it. Yeah, Facey getting pushed back on all fronts, and he's only got these 2 markets behind this. So if he's losing these supplies, I don't know if his economy can carry it on. And is he getting the bounty money? Yeah, he is getting the bounty money. Okay, he's getting the bounty money. But Marakar's level 5. Shows you how many things he's killed compared to Facey. Marakar's obviously onto these 2 oils as well. Rebel ambush using top of the army, kills a quad, kills a buggy, and there's only 3 buggies remaining now for Facey. Because of a bit of money, though. Oh, man. These workers. Okay, Tox Bomb used on top of Facey's production. Yeah, he's not going to be able to clear that very easily. Maybe with a Toxin Tractor at the very most. But yeah, Facey's definitely feeling the pressure here. 1 oil, he might get to pick it off. It does survive so far. But there's so many buggies in his base now that he might lose this whole left-hand side. I don't know if he'll be able to reinforce it because he can't make any more units. He's only got these buggies. So if these buggies now trade off, then Facey literally can't make any more units. And Marakar, meanwhile, has the whole map. He's got more markets. He's got a bigger, better army with more veterancy. He's level 5. He's got sneak attack probably lined up. He's got rebel ambush and cooldown. Everything here is going for Marakar. Sneak attack here. Probably would have preferred it somewhere back here, but I mean, even there is cool too. Gaining ground at least. Palace is going to get cleared. All these workers need remaking. He's made a Toxin Tractor to clear the Toxin, but sadly for him, it's already actually cleared. GG, well played there from Marakar. Facey has been defeated. So 5-2 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next match, we have Marakar now down in the south with the GLA Vanilla with the cyan color. Up in the north, we've got GLA Tox for Facey with the orange. So, Facey needs to win a few in a row now. How many does he need to win? 4 in a row. Marakar just needs this 1. Are we going to see some quick aggression so it doesn't end up as Scorp battles? Because if it ends in Scorp battles, generally the Toxin will win because they've got the advantage. So are we going to see some fast aggression here from Marakar? We have got 2 workers going over to this left-hand side straight away. Bit unusual to send 2 workers in the same direction, unless one's going for the supply. But it actually seems like he's going to do 1 aggressive tunnel here, maybe then 1 aggressive one here. Is he going for a TNT? Certainly looking like it. He's at least sending the terrorist over here to the right-hand side. There is a worker here from Facey. Going to go inside of that hut for the time being. Worker goes down there for Facey. Rebel here is gonna... Oh no, it's not. It's his own terrorist actually. But how many terrorists are inside of this? It's actually 5. So yeah, it is going to be the fast aggression here. Marakar not wanting to hang around. A lot of RPGs here pop to kill this building. There's no 3 supplies this time. But the thing is, Facey seems prepared for a TNT. But actually, Marakar might recognize there's defense here, and he's actually going to go... Oh, where's he going? Where is he going? Is he going to go for a TNT here? Yeah, he's going to go for a TNT here. Okay, I thought he was just going to lose his technical there for absolutely nothing. Technical comes in the base, that kills a few workers, but the supply there has gone down. Weirdly, though, the supply should go down to 5 terrorists, which I'm pretty sure he had loaded up. Saves his worker. A lot of RPGs here. I think, you know, Facey's going to be on 1 supply very soon. Because these RPGs, if they get in a curve, they can actually engage this tunnel. Oh, they need reinforcements, though, like with a quad or something. Quads are here now, but he's lost quite a few RPGs. Technical there taking a bit... Oh, taking a bit of damage almost goes down, actually. Sometimes just little things like this, losing 1 unit, losing them terrorists, not killing that supply. All of this stuff can play a massive part. Facey's economy is definitely taking a hit. But the supply is back up, and he is holding at the moment just. One quad there going to get picked off, but all these RPGs here once again are going to get cleared up. So Marakar doesn't have very many RPGs at all now, if any, actually. Yeah, Marakar definitely the one controlling the game. You notice he's the aggressor again. Just like in the previous game, not wanting to hang around here, putting the pressure on pretty much straight away. And this supply might actually fall. Technical going around the back and pick off a few workers here. Basically decides to put... Again, he's sending a few units, though. He's sending a few against many. I don't understand this. This is Fargo's strategy. Leave that to Fargo. I know this supply needs saving. I know that, but... He's getting the oil. At the worst case, sell that supply and remake it somewhere else. But if you just send in, if you're going to lose that supply and send units as well, losing one unit at a time, you're definitely going to lose the game. Like just losing the supply, okay, maybe you can still win. But if you just lose the supply and then lose like three quads and 2 RPGs with it, then you've probably definitely, it doesn't even make sense. Probably definitely lost the game. So yeah, Facey doesn't have many units out now. He can't have because he's been wasting them all. You're going to send the units at the enemy one at a time. Even here. Even here now. He hasn't killed even one quad. But loses the 2 Scorpions. I think by that time he knew it was already over. But he keeps sending 1 unit at a time. And then of course Marakar is going to take the victory. So yeah, Marakar continues to be this bit of a dark horse. Not saying he's going to win the whole tournament. But I'm just saying keep an eye on him because he is a really decent player. Played against him myself, and like I said, the creativity and the aggression and stuff I like. Just a few tweaks to make throughout them games, and I think he could be a really big force to be reckoned with in the World Series or in Zira in general. So yeah, well played, Marakar. Congratulations, through to round number 3, and Facey unlucky, you're out. And yeah, hopefully we'll see him back again next time. So GG, let me know what you thought in the comments. See you in the next one.